Leading off for OC serve, number 3, Ben McConnell.
As sunshine falls upon Southern California, we welcome you into Fullerton College for today's matchup featuring the OC Riptide and the Orange County Surf. Top half of the first inning just getting started. The right-hander delivers. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. So an early strikeout to start off the ball game for Jacob Parker. That'll bring up Connor Fedone for the Surf.
Number 1, Connor Fedone.
Pitches in the dirt for a ball, 1-0. Jacob Parker out of Georgia Southern University. He is a sophomore. Monroe, Georgia is his hometown. The big right-hander delivers. Breaking ball trails outside. Pitch is on the inner half. 3 balls and 1 strike. The right-hander looks down the road to get a sign. Delivers the 3-1 pitch. On the inner half, the count is full, 3-2. Jacob Parker, a sports management major. He redshirted his freshman year as the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. And we now sit at a full count. I apologize. We were at 3-1 before. Now we are at 3-2. So all the way from 3-0, here comes the pitch. Ground ball towards the left side. Juggled by the third baseman. He cannot gain control. An error puts the first runner on base for the Surf.
Stepping up to the plate, number 18, Hank Schneller.
That'll bring up Hank Schneller out of Cal State Bakersfield. Pitch is on the outer half for a strike. Runner leads off at first, 1 man out. Fedone got aboard on an error. On the outer half and misses. No score, just getting started here at Fullerton College. One ball and 1 strike. Breaking ball below the knees, 2-1. Parker this season had a 3.86 ERA. As the 2-1 pitch is off the inner half and foul towards the right side. So Parker has gotten to 2 strikes in all 3 of the hitters he has faced. Recorded the first strikeout to start off the ball game. The 2-2 pitch, high fastball. Count is full once again. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Tyler Dean awaits on deck. Chase Kerr in the hole. The 3-2 pitch. Fastball on the outer half, and the umpire pulls the trigger for strike 3. 2 strikeouts on the day for Jacob Parker.
Stepping up to the plate, number 19, Tyler Dean.
Parker delivers on the outer half for a strike. Tyler Dean out of San Diego, California. Attends Salt Lake City Junior College. Left-handed hitter. Slaps one towards the left side and foul. A beautiful day for baseball. Few clouds in the sky. Comfortable temperature. As the 0-2 pitch is a high fastball. That drives the count to 1-2. Fedone over at first, reached on an error from the third baseman. Throw over, gets away from the first baseman, but not far enough for the runner to advance. No score, top half of the first inning. The right-hander delivers, breaking ball fouled off. Parker out of Monroe, Georgia. The 1-2. High fastball on the outer half. Count is even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Parker already with 2 strikeouts. 1 swinging, 1 looking. Looking for number 3 to strike out the side. The 2-2. Ground ball towards the right side. First baseman steps on the bag to get him. And the inning is over. On to the bottom half of the first. No score here at Fullerton College. Bottom half of the first inning, no score. Pitch runs inside, and it catches Stephen Curry. So the first pitch of the season he sees gets him a ride towards first base.
Number 5, Jack Robinson.
bring up Shaq Robinson. Robinson, a local boy, attends Cal State City in Long Beach. Pitches on the outer half for a ball. Braden Wallace on the mound for the Surf. The right-hander delivers on the inner half. 2 balls and no strikes. All inside of Westminster, California. Santa Ana Junior College. Right-hander delivers, pounds the inner half. Count at 2-1. Shaq Robinson, an even 6 feet tall. Prior to Long Beach, he attended Sacramento Community College. As the 2-1 pitch is in the dirt, the runner goes towards second. The throw down is not in time. So Curry wasting no time challenging the arm of Braden Sanford behind the plate for the Surf. The 2-1 pitch to Robinson runs high and inside for ball 4.
Next up for OC Riptide from Long Beach State, number 5, or from University of Pacific, number 14, Bradley Jekic.
Bradley Jekic digs in. Lefty against righty should favor the hitter. Pitcher takes a peek towards second, settles back in, fouled off. Jekic out of University of Pacific. He is a senior. Boise, Idaho is his hometown. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch. Fouled away, 0-2. Runners on first and second for the Riptide. No balls, 2 strikes. Jekic shakes up high. Steve Curry on second. Was hit by the pitch. Shaq Robinson at first was walked. That one is fouled out. We'll do it again at 1 ball and 2 strikes. On the outer half, swung on and missed for strike 3.
Next up, from Georgia Southern University, number 4, Mason McWhorter.
Mason McWhorter trying to get the job done himself. Has runners on first and second as the pitch travels outside. Out of Cumming, Georgia. The 1-0 pitch. It's fouled away. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball, swung on and missed. 1-2. McWhorter out of Georgia Southern University. One ball, 2 strikes. Right-hander takes a peek towards second. Comes in. On the outer half, the umpire pulls the trigger for strike 3. So after hitting a batter, walking the next, back-to-back strikeouts for Braden Wallace puts him at runners on first and second and 2 men out. Austin Stochka digs in. Runners on first and second. 2 men out. Pitch is in the dirt. Curry takes towards third. The runner on first took towards second. And he is safe at second. Initially, everyone thought that the runner towards second was out. Braden Sanford making the wise decision to go down towards second instead of third. The throw was definitely there. I just don't think that the tag was applied in time. As the pitch runs inside, the runner from third to Curry comes in to score. So the OC Riptide score their first run of the season off a wild pitch. Two balls and no strikes to Stochka. 2-0 runs inside. 3-0. A 3-0 pitch results in a 4-pitch walk.
Next up from Ball State University, number 20, Chase Sebi.
Out of Ball State University, Chase Sebi digs in with runners on the corners and 2 men out. 1-0 the score in favor of the OC Riptide. Braden Wallace on the mound as that one is fouled towards the right side into the home dugout. Wallace has walked 2, struck out 2, and hit 1 batter. Pitches and breaking ball swung on and missed. Wallace ahead in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Sebi looking to become an efficient 2-strike hitter. As the 0-2 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed for strike 3. So despite giving up 2 walks, hitting a batter, and a wild pitch, Braden Wallace strikes out the side, surrenders only 1 run. On to the top half of the second inning. 1-0 in favor of the Riptide.
Stepping up to the plate, number 22, Chase Kerr.
Chase Kerr digs in. 1-0 ball game in favor of the Riptide. Kerr out of Glendora, California. Attends Oklahoma Baptist University. 1 ball, no strikes. Big right-hander delivers. Pounds the outer half. Count is even at 1. On the outer half. Count is at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Well located pitch there from Parker. Parker looking for his 3rd strikeout of the game. Misses high at the chest. Foul towards the left side. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch is in the dirt. The count is full. 3-2. Parker already with 2 strikeouts on the ball game. As the 3-2 pitch is on the inner half, runs too far inside for ball 4. First walk of the ball game given up by Parker. As in comes Tanner Smith.
Next up, 27, Tanner Smith.
Smith out of Newport Beach. Attends the University of Oregon. Lefty on righty matchup. Right-hander delivers. Spun is shown and pulled back. 1 ball and no strikes. Kerr leads off of first, reached on a walk. As the 1-0 pitch runs far inside. 2-0. The Riptide runners were very aggressive with balls in the dirt, so we'll see how things pan out here for the Surf. They have a runner on first base, 3 balls and no strike to count. Parker delivers. On the inner half, 3-1. Blake Fidal awaits on deck. As a 3-1 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did, says the home plate umpire. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Parker looks down the barrel to get a sign. Sigh of relief. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball towards the right side. Backhanded by the first baseman, but foul. Count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. The payoff pitch on the outer half, ball 4. So Parker on the mound, walking back-to-back hitters to open up the top half of the second inning. have a quick meeting on the mound. It's fair to say that Jacob Parker has lost some of his control here in the top half of the second inning. Blake Fadol due up for the Surf. He's out of Yorba Linda, California. Attended Santa Clara University. And just like that, we have a pitching change. So while things unfold, we'll take a short break. New pitch on the mound, and that is the left-hander, Corey Dawson. Dawson out of Westmont College. Left-hander delivers on the inner half for a strike. 0-1. Runners on first to second. Both reached on a walk as the pitch runs inside. The count is even at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch, a breaking ball ripped out towards right center field, giving chase to center fielder. It's over his fence, and it'll roll all the way to the ivy. The throw is cut off. The rounder rounds third. He's on his way home. And check that. He is held up by the third base coach. So a very long single off the bat of Blake Fadol. That brings up Alex Rosen. Change up high for a strike. The bases are loaded. No men out. 1-0 in favor of the Riptide. The left-hander delivers, pounds his own for a strike. Count out 1-2. Left-hander delivers. Fastball, swung on and missed for strike 3. So Corey Dawson out of Westmont College records his first strikeout of the ballgame. Braden Sanford at the plate now for the Surf as the pitch runs inside and pounds his own for a strike, 0-1. Dawson still has a lot of work left. The bases remain loaded with 1 man out. 2 balls and no strikes. Sanford out of Cal State Bakersfield. Pitch trails outside. Count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Dawson looks down the barrel to get a sign. Swung on and missed. For strike 3. Apologize for the delay there. Seems like everyone, including the hitter at the plate, was confused about the count. Nonetheless, Corey Dawson records his 2nd strikeout of the ballgame. Back-to-back strikeouts. Puts him at the bases loaded with 2 men out as the lineup card flips over. Ben McConnell at the plate. Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not, says the home plate umpire. Only in the top half of the 2nd inning, a 1-0 lead in favor of the OC Riptide. Pitch is on the outer half and high. Very discontent Surf dugout with that call. Certainly in the ballgame, but it's fair to say that both teams have given these umpires a piece of their mind. The 1-1 pitch runs inside, and it seems like it caught the hitter on the helmet. As luckily for him, he was actually able to get out of the way, so not too much to be alarmed about there. That'll definitely wake up McConnell at the plate. 2-1 pitch on the outer half. 3 balls and 1 strike. Corey Dawson with nowhere to put them. In desperate need of a strike. It'll be interesting to see if McConnell tanks or if he is given the green light. The 3-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. 3-2. Green light it was. The infield moves back. Corey Dawson has back-to-back strikeouts. Looking to make it 3 in a row. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bases loaded. 1-0 in favor of the Riptide. And it's 1-1. As pitch runs inside for ball 4. So a lefty-on-lefty matchup for Connor Fedone. Fedone reached on an error his first sign up. One ball and no strikes. Swung on and missed. Count is even at 1. The 1-1 pitch is fouled away. 1-2. Chase Kerr leads off a third. Tanner Smith off a second. Blake Fadal off a first. The 1-2. On the outer half, home plate umpire pulls the trigger for strike 3. So Corey Dawson, an outstanding job to get himself out of trouble, strikes out the side. The ball game is tied up at 1, and on to the bottom half of the second inning we go. Aaron Simpson digs in, takes a breaking ball at the knees to open things up here in the bottom half of the second inning. No balls, 1 strike. The right-hander delivers on the outer half, just missing by a few inches. Count is even at 1. Pitch dips below the knees. Simpson is ahead in the count. 2 balls and 1 strike. Three and 1. Paul Gomez awaits on deck. Ian Rady in the hole. Aaron Simpson out of Ball State University. Out of Redondo Beach, California. Three and 1 pitch. He's outside for ball 4.
Next up from University of Missouri, number 2, Paul Gomez.
I'll bring up Paul Gomez. Simpson leads off of first, reaches on a walk. Good sized lead as the pitch is on the inner half. 2 balls and no strikes. Paul Gomez out of the University of Missouri. The 2-0 pitch. Runs inside. 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike, a typical hit and run count. We'll see if Aaron Simpson over at first has any ideas as a pickoff throw over is not in time. Bottom half of the second inning, all tied up at 1. Breaking ball drops below the knees. 3 balls and 1 strike to Paul Gomez. Ian Rady on deck. Steve Curry in the hole. 3-1 pitch. Ripped out towards left field. The back cut in half as the play is made 1 away. And would you look at that back completely cut in half? Wow. Not really much you can do about that. Just get a new one, right?
Next up from Central Arizona JC, number 42, Ian Rady.
They'll bring up Ian Rady out of Central Arizona JC. Braden Wallace snipes the outer half for a strike. 0-1. Simpson over at first, reached on a walk. Wallace back over. Making sure to keep Simpson close. Not the biggest of leads over at first. As the breaking ball runs inside. Nice break to it and well located. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Wallace takes a peek towards first, settles back in, misses on the outer half. A wild pitch, a lot of the first run of the ball game against Wallace. As the runner goes, slap towards the right side. And everyone gets back to their original position. Count sits at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Curry awaits on deck, throw back over to first. Wallace making sure to keep Simpson close. It's been a few pickoff attempts towards first in this batter alone. Pinch runs inside. Two balls, 2 strikes to Ian Rady. The right-hander delivers. Fastball runs inside. Throw over to first. Not in time. Count is at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Runner leads off for first. The right-hander gets the sign. Delivers on the outer half for ball 4. So another pitching change, and we'll be right back. Right-handed pitcher into the ballgame. That is Ben Ziv on the mound. Out of Trabuco Canyon, California. Attends Chapman University. Right-hander delivers on the outer half. 1 ball and no strikes. Simpson aboard on second. Ian Rady aboard at first. Both reached on walks. The 1-0 pitch to Curry is in the dirt. 2-0. Curry was hit by the pitch in the first pitch of the ballgame. He later came around to score on a wild pitch. Shaq Robinson awaits on deck. Pitcher takes a peek towards second, settles back in, and that is fouled back into the netting. Very grateful for the netting. 2 balls and 1 strike. Ziv delivers on the inner half and foul towards the right side. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. The right-hander looks down the rail to get a sign. Delivers. Breaking ball off the inner half. Foul tipped into the catcher's glove, so Ben Ziv strikes out the first hitter he faces.
Next up from Long Beach State, number 5, Shaq Robinson.
That brings up Shaq Robinson. Played 2 seasons at Sacramento City College. Hit a combined .308 with a .392 on-base percentage. He hit .329 as a freshman, .297 as a sophomore. So he has definitely had success at the plate. The runners go. The pitch is swung on and missed. Throw over to third. The tag is applied and the inning is over. So a surprising decision by both runners to take off. Doesn't work out as planned for the Riptide. Ball game stays tied up at 1. On to the top half of the third inning.
The score is 1-1.
That's Jack Noble on the mound out of the University of Oregon. Out of Upland, California. He's newly inserted into the ballgame with runners on first and second with one man out. Hit towards the right side. Blake Fadal at the plate. Alex Rosen waits on deck. Noble takes a peek towards second, settles back in. On the inner half, home plate umpire pulls the trigger for strike 3.
Number 2, Alex Rosen.
Alex Rosen digs in. He struck out his first time. One ball and no strikes. The 1-0 pitch. Fouled back. Count is even at 1-1. Noble delivers. Pitch is swung on and missed, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch runs inside and high. The count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. A 2-1 lead in favor of the Surf here in the top half of the third inning. Jack Noble now the third pitcher of the ball game for the Riptide. The count is at 2-2. Here comes the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for strike 3. So a nice job by Noble to work out of trouble. On to the bottom half of the third inning, 2-1 in favor of the Surf.
1 run.
Out of Long Beach State, Shaq Robinson digs in to open up the bottom half of the third inning. Robinson walked his first time up. The right-hander delivers on the inner half for a ball, 1-0. Bradley Jekic waits on deck. Mason McWhorter in the hole. Pitcher looks down the rails to get a shine. The right-hander delivers. On the inner half, that'll even up the count at 1. I apologize. The count is actually at 2 balls and no strikes. Two and 0 pitch, runs high and inside. 3-0. So Robinson one walk away, or one ball away rather, from working his second walk of the ball game. 3-0 pitch. At the boat for a strike. Breaking ball on the outer half, well located, 3-2. Shaq Robinson majoring in consumer affairs. As a 3-2 pitch is a very nice pitch for strike 3. Great break to that one. Shaq Robinson off balance.
The plate from University of Pacific, number 14, Bradley Jekic.
Bradley Jekic out of the University of Pacific. Fouls this one back. Jekic majoring in international business. As the pitch runs inside. He enjoys golfing, playing basketball. He also actually has a twin brother. His brother plays baseball at Cal State East Bay. That's ripped towards the right side. Is it fair? It is not, says the first base umpire. Here's a 1-2. Fastball that travels outside. Two balls and 2 strikes to count. McWhorter waits on deck. As a 2-2 is hit out towards center field. Coming in the center fielder to make the play, 2 away.
Next up from Georgia Southern University, number 4, Mason McWhorter.
McWhorter digs in. Struck out his first time up. Pitch is swung on and missed. McWhorter, a sports management major, as the pitch runs outside. Count is even at a ball and a strike. Pitch is off the end of the bat, pork towards the left side, going back to left fielder at the fence, looking up, and you can say bye to that one in 3 different languages. Sayonara, aloha, and adios. Mason McWhorter ties the ball game up at 2. It's fair to say that that one caught everyone by surprise. Off the end of the bat, it didn't seem like he had the best contact. Nonetheless, the power of McWhorter goes ahead to deposit that one over the left field fence. A 2-2 ball game in the bottom half of the third. Another breaking pitch, this one towards the right side and foul. Austin Sochka walked his first time up. 2 men out as the pitch runs high. The 2-2 pitch dips below the knees. The count is full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Time was called by Sochka. Ground ball towards the left side, off the glove of the third baseman. So we'll see how that one is scored. And that one will be scored a base hit. Tough break there for the third baseman. It was a tricky hopper. Hit off his glove.
Next up from Ball State University, number 20, Chase Sebi.
Chase Sebi digs it and struck out his first time up. The right-hander delivers. That's off the end of the bat and fouled. Aaron Simpson waits on deck. Throw back over to first, not in time. The 0-1 pitch, swung on and missed, and the runner is picked off. He's in a pickle in between first and second. Throw goes to second. The tag is applied, and the inning is over. But not before Mason McWhorter goes deep over the left field fence to tie this ball game up at 2. Top half of the fourth inning, all tied up at 2. 1 ball and no strikes to count. The right-hander delivers. Slaps the outer half to even it up at 1. Braden Sanford at the plate. Count is out 1-2. Sanford struck out his first time up. And he strikes up his second. 1 away.
Number 3, Ben McConnell.
We'll flip over the lineup card again. That is Ben McConnell at the plate. Fastball swung on and missed 2-1. That's laced out towards the left side into center field for a base hit. So 1 out single for McConnell.
Number 1, Connor Fidel.
Connor Fidel digs in. He's reached on an error and struck out. The pitch is on the outer half. Taylor made for a nice throw down to second. And sure enough, the runner is gunned out. Wonderful throw there by Chase Sebi. He was well positioned to make a good throw, and sure enough, he executed nicely. Two balls and 1 strike. Check that, 2-1. Two and one pitch runs inside, 3-1. The 3-1 pitch swung on and missed. Count is full, 3-2. The 3-2 pitch travels outside for ball 4.
Number 18, Hank Schneller.
That'll bring up Hank Schneller. He doubled his second time up and came around to score. Tyler Dean waits on deck, 2 men out. 2-2 ball game. Pitch runs inside. Pitcher on the mound takes a peek towards first. Throws over, not in time. Ball and no strikes. The 1-0 pitch swung on and missed. 1-1. Runner aboard at first. He reaches on a walk. The 1-1 pitch and a balk is called. The runner on first advances towards second. 1-1. Ripped out towards right field. Coming in as a right fielder. He'll make the play, and the inning is over. So the serve stranded runner on second. On to the bottom half of the fourth. The score remains 2-2. Chase Sebi out of Ball State University digs in to open up things here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. All tied up at 2 as the pitch misses inside. Sebi struck out his first time up. Aaron Simpson awaits on deck. Paul Gomez in the hole. Two 2-0 pitch. Chopped foul. Two balls and one strike to count. That one is in the dirt. 3-1. Sebi out of Huntington Beach, California. Chopped towards the left side. Backhanded nicely by the third baseman. A long throw to make. And another good play by the first baseman to dig it out for the first out of the inning. And check that. It is actually caught safe.
Next up from Ball State University, number 22, Aaron Simpson.
Nonetheless, a good effort by both corners. So Chase Sebi aboard on an infield hit. Simpson digs in. He reached on a walk his first time up. Throw over to first, not in time. Pitch is on the outer half. The Riptide scored 1 in the first, 1 in the third. Pitch runs high and inside. The Surf, on the other hand, scored 1 in the second and 1 in the third. All tied up at 2 here at Fullerton College. Which is on the outer half. 3 balls and no strikes to Aaron Simpson. Throw over again. Not in time. Gomez on deck. Rady in the hole. Will there be a green light? No, there will not. Wise decision there. Count is at 3-1. And the pitch misses for ball 4. So Aaron Simpson aboard with his second walk of the ball game. That'll bring up Paul Gomez. Gomez flying out towards left field his first time up. Has an opportunity to do some damage here. Has runners on first and second, no men out. Let's see if bunting may be an option to move the runners over into scoring position. And it will not, as the check swing is deemed a strike by the home plate umpire. 0-1. Brady on deck, Curry in the hole. No balls and 1 strike. Right-hander takes a peek towards second, settles back in. Breaking ball towards the inner half. Count is even at 1. Bottom half of the 4th inning, all tied up at 2. The 1-1 pitch. On the outer half for a strike, 1-2. Gomez hoping to at least advance the runners. As the 1-2 pitch travels towards the outer half to even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Paul Gomez out of Orange, California. Also attended Cypress College. Gomez, the junior, as the right-hander delivers. That's laced towards the left side and foul. Gomez all over that one, just out in front. The 2-2 pitch runs inside and it catches him on the arm, so the bases are loaded with no men out for the Riptide.
Next up from Central Arizona JC, number 42, Ian Rady.
Ian Rady digs in with an ideal opportunity to break this game wide open for the Riptide. The bases are loaded. There are no men out. We are all tied up at 2. Rady walks his first time up as Curry awaits on deck and Robinson in the hole. Pitch travels towards the outer half. Sets there for a strike, 0-1. Corners are playing in for the Surf. The outfield playing fairly deep. As the 0-1 pitch travels outside and a nice stop there by the catcher. Keep in mind the first run of the ballgame for the Riptide was on a wild pitch. The 1-1 on the outer half and misses. 2 balls and 1 strike to Ian Rady. Selby over at third, Simpson on second, and Gomez at first. The 2-1 pitch is in the dirt, 3-1. A good job by Ian Rady to be patient and work the count. I imagine it must be very tempting to swing at anything, especially with the bases loaded. You want to take matters into your own hands, as that is on the inner half at 3-2. So a big pitch here, potentially the biggest pitch of the ball game so far. The bases are loaded. The count is full. We are all tied up at 2. Big right-hander delivers. The 3-2 pitch swung on and missed for strike 3. So Ian Rady fails to capitalize in such a perfect opportunity.
Top of the order from Georgia Southern University, number 7, Steve Curry.
That'll bring up Steve Curry. Curry was hit by the pitch and struck out. Pitch is in the dirt. Nice block there by the catcher. A ball and no strikes to Curry. The 1-0 pitch. Fouled back. Robinson awaits on deck. Jack Hitch in the hole. Curry, a sophomore, takes low. He's ahead in the count at 2-1. Pitch is hit out towards right field. Slicing towards the line, coming in. The right fielder, the runner will tag. The throw home is a good one. One hop. But the run comes in to score safely. So the Riptide go out in front at 3-2 here in the bottom half of the fourth.
From Long Beach State, number 5, Shaq Robinson.
Sacrifice fly off the bat of Curry. As that welcomes Shaq Robinson to the plate with runners on the corners and 2 men out. Robinson has walked and struck out. As mentioned, Robinson out of Cal State Long Beach. He's been very successful at the plate in previous seasons. As he takes the strike. Attended Laguna Creek High School out of Sacramento, California. Three to 2 in favor of the Riptide as the throw goes over to first. Bradley Jekic awaits on deck. Pitch runs inside. And for the second time today, Shaq Robinson is aboard. This time off a hit by pitch. Time is caught, and it looks like a pitching change is upon us, and sure enough, we'll take a short break. Bradley Zekic digs in to face the left-hander Austin Shell. Shell out of Irvine, California. Pitch is high, 1-0. Jekic with an opportunity to widen the margin for the Riptide, has the bases loaded with 2 men out. A lefty-on-lefty matchup. The 1-0 pitch travels outside, 2-0. Mason McWhorter awaits on deck. Two balls and no strikes. Left-hander delivers. That's off the inner half of the bat towards the left side and foul. Count is at 2 balls and 1 strike. The left-hander delivers. That's hit out towards the left center field. It'll split the gaps. 2 runs come in to score for the Riptide. The throw goes down to second, not in time. So a 2-out, 2 RBI double here for Bradley Jekic. Puts the Riptide out in front at 5-2.
Stepping up to the plate from Georgia Southern University, number 4, Mason McWhorter.
McWhorter digs in, and that's hit out towards right center field. Going back to the center fielder, and he took a few stumbles, was not able to catch it cleanly, so 1 run comes in to score here for the Riptides. That was belted, hit really well there by McWhorter. The center fielder seemed to have tracked that one down nicely, but once he began to backstep, he lost his balance, was not able to control the ball fully. So I believe that will be deemed a error, maybe. Breaking ball in there for a strike. The 0-1 pitch on the outer half, 0-2. Six to 2, the score in favor of the Riptide. 4 runs have come in to score this half inning. So that one is belted out towards right field. Going back to right fielder at the fence, making the play, putting an end to the bleeding. But not before the Riptide bring 4 runs across the plate. Onto the top half of the 5th. 6-2. Ashton Goddard comes into the ballgame out of Laguna Beach, California. The 0-1 pitch travels outside. A 6-2 ball game in favor of the Riptide. We are in the top half of the 5th inning. Tyler Frazier at the plate. That's off the inner half towards the left side and foul. Ball only 2 strikes. The right-hander delivers. Breaking ball swung on and missed for strike 3.
Number 22, Chase Kerr.
Ashton Goddard on the mound, 6'4". So good height on him. His pitch travels outside. Chase Kerr at the plate. Has walked twice. 1-0 is fouled off. Ground ball towards the right side. On the forehand, the second baseman throws over to first. 2 away.
Number 27, Tanner Smith.
4 hits apiece for each team. Though the Riptide have 6 runs to show for it, the serve only 2. On the outer half for a strike. Pitch runs low and inside. The 1-1 pitch. Braced nicely at the knees. Count is at 1-2. The visitors' dugout not too happy with the call, as the 1-2 pitch is fouled off. That's Tanner Smith at the plate. Blake Fadalowicz on deck. The 1-2 pitch. Bounces in the dirt. Right-hander delivers. Breaking ball. Swung on and missed. Gets away from the catcher who throws over to first, and the out is recorded. So an easy 1-2-3 inning. On to the bottom half of the 5th. 6-2 in favor of the Riptide. Out of Ball State University, Chase Sebi digs in. He struck out today. He's also singled, and he came around to score. Aaron Simpson awaits on deck. Paul Gomez in the hole. Left-hander delivers. Pounds his own first strike, 0-1. Six to 2 ball game in favor of the Riptide. The pitch travels high. Ball and a strike. The 1-1 pitch is a ground ball towards the left side, juggled by the third baseman. The throw across the diamond is not in time. Throw got away from the first baseman. Luckily for him, the catcher was there to back him up, so the runner does not advance an extra base. Should be deemed an error. Sure enough, it is. That'll bring up Aaron Simpson. Simpson has no official at bat. He's walked twice. Sebi leads off of first. Reached on an error. Good break to that pitch. Located at the knees. Balls and 2 strikes. Pitch is in the dirt. The runner does not advance. He did not go, says the second base umpire. Count is at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Left-hander gets the sign. Looks towards first. Settles back in. Misses on the outer half to even up the count at 2-2. Gomez on deck, Rady in the hole. The 2-2 pitch. Popped behind home plate and foul. Two runs, 4 hits, and 3 errors for the Surf. 6 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error for the Riptide. And that is an absolute gem. A beautiful breaking ball down the heart of the plate. Simpson can do nothing more than admire.
Paul Gomez.
Gomez 0 for 1 today. Was hit by a pitch to his first time up. Throw back over to first. One ball, no strikes. Chase Sebi over at first, reached on an error. As a 1-0 pitch. Caught a strike. Hit out towards the left center field, giving chase to center fielder and the left fielder. The center fielder cuts off the play to make the catch. Two men out.
Next up from Central Arizona JC, number 42, Ian Rady.
Ian Rady digs in. He struck out and walked. Making his third plate appearance of the game. Pitch is on the inner half, popped up towards the right side. Second baseman calls it on the outskirts of the grass, makes the play, and the inning is over. On to the top half of the sixth inning. The score remains 6-2 in favor of the Riptides. New pitcher on the mound for the Riptides. That's Carter Cummins out of Doane University. Cummins, a senior. That's hit out towards center field. Coming in as a center fielder. One pitch, one away. Cummins also attended Saddleback College out of Apple Valley, California. Alex Rosen digs in. He has a pair of strikeouts on the day. Down in the count, 1-1. Braden Sanford waits on deck for the serve. 62 ball game in favor of the Riptide. Pitches on the outer half. The count is even at 1. The 1-1 pitch is in the dirt. Sanford on deck. McConnell on the hole. The 2-1 pitch is a chopper towards the right side. Coming in the second baseman. A quick throw over to first. Gets him by a few steps. A nice play for the second out of the inning.
Number 44, Austin Lorenz.
Two away. Braden Sanford digs in. Pitches on the outer half for a strike. The 0-1 pitch runs inside. Count is even at a ball and a strike. 6-2 score in favor of the Riptides. One and two. Right-hander delivers. Misses on the outer half. Doane University went 21-29 overall last season. This pitch is popped towards the right side and not a play. We'll do it again at 2-2. On the outer half, strike three. So an easy inning for Carter Cummins, 1-2-3. On to the bottom half of the sixth, 6-2 in favor of the Riptides. Pitching change for the Surf, as Ryan Ward out of Hood River, Oregon, comes into the ballgame. Steve Curry leads things off. He was hit by a pitch, struck out, and had a sacrifice fly his last time up. Shaq Robinson on deck, Bradley Jekic in the hole. A 6-2 score in favor of the Riptides. The right-hander delivers and misses below the knees. One ball and no strikes. The 1-0 pitch. On the outer half, 2-0. Three errors in the ball game for the Surf. One error for the Riptide. That slap towards the right side and foul. As I said earlier, very nice save for a baseball game. Mid-70s temperature as the pitch is grounded towards the right side. On a hop, the second baseman throws over to first. Gets him by a step, one away. That brings up Shaq Robinson.
Next
He's reached on base twice. He was walked his first time. His last time up, he was hit by a pitch. Also has a strikeout. Robinson out of Cal State Long Beach. Not too much of a drive. So he should feel very much at home here at Fullerton College. That's hit up the middle for a base hit. Robinson all over the first pitch. Nice easy swing. 1 out single for the Riptide. Gonna bring up Bradley Jekic.
University of Pacific, number 14, Bradley Jekic.
McWhorter waits on deck. Runner leads off for first. Right-hander delivers on the outer half for a ball, 1-0. Not the biggest of leads there by Robinson aboard at first, as a right-hander delivers and the pitch is swung on and missed. The count is even at 1. Bradley Jekic hits from the left side, but throws with his right hand. 2 balls and 1 strike. The right-hander looks down the rail to get a sign. Delivers a 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed 2-2. So back-to-back fastballs that Jekic is not able to catch up with. Robinson aboard at first. Reached on a single. There he goes. The throw is a breaking ball towards the outer half. The throw down to second is in time to get him. So a strike him out, throw him out play puts an end to the inning. A nice sequence of events here for the Surf. On to the top half of the 7th. The score remains 6-2 in favor of the Riptides. Well, we are changing pitchers like socks today. Ricky Rivera takes the mound now for the Riptides. He's 5'9", a junior out of Victorville, California. As the lineup card flips around for the Surf. Ben McConnell at the plate. He struck out. He's walked. Pitch is on the outer half for a ball, 1-0. The right-hander looks down the road to get a sign. Delivers the 1-0 pitch. Outside and low, 2-0. Six to 2 ball game in favor of the Riptides. As the 2-0 pitch is swung on and missed, 2-1. A challenge pitch there by Rivera. Fastball down the heart of the plate. Just looking to find a strike zone. The 2-1 pitch from the right-hander travels outside and high. 3-1. Connor Fredona waits on deck. Hank Schneller in the hole. The pitch is on the inner half, caught a strike. McConnell was on his way towards first. Looks back in disappointment. But there's nothing much you can do there. The man in blue behind the plate has the authority. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no men out. Top half of the 7th inning. The 3-2 pitch misses low for ball 4. So McConnell aboard off his second walk of the game. Connor Fredona at the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a strike. With a walk. On the outer half for a strike. The right-hander delivers. Way up high. Ricky Rivera out of Victorville, California. Rivera takes a peek towards first. Settles back in. Delivers a 1-1 pitch. There goes the runner. Pitch is swung on and miss. The throw down to second was a good one. The runner is on his way back towards first base. Caught in a fickle between first and second. The tag is applied over at second base. And not a problem. 1 away.
Yeah.
The 1-2 pitch off the end of the bat towards the left side and foul.
Yeah, I just have to. I think I know what happened with the batting order, why I got messed up.
Rivera ahead in the count at 1-2. Delivers on the outer half, just missing.
Yeah, I know.
2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 man out. 2-2 pitch on the outer half. Shabby behind the plate trying to frame. Umpire does not budge. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The right-hander delivers. Off the end of the bat and foul. Ben McConnell had reached on a walk. He was thrown out at second. And the pitch is taken for ball 4.
Number 18, Hank Schneller.
Hey, Schneller digs in. One for 3 with a double. Drove in a pair of runs, and he later came around to score. No balls in a strike. Ground ball towards the right side into right field for a base hit. The runner takes a turn towards second. Come back in.
Number 19, Tyler Dean.
That brings up Tyler Dean. Tyler Dean also 1 for 3 with a double. Pitch is in the dirt. Nice block there by Sebi. Chase Curl waits on deck. Tanner Smith in the hole. 1 man out. 6-2 ball game in favor of the Riptide. 1-1 pitch. A chopper. That one's over the mound. The shortstop comes in, plays it on a hop, throws over to first. 2 away. That one took a huge bounce over the pitcher's head. The runners advance. There are now 2 outs for Chase Kerr. Kerr has walked twice and grounded out. Tanner Smith waits on deck. Ground ball towards the right side. First baseman plays it on a hop, tapes it to the bag himself, and the inning is over. On to the bottom half of the 7th. Score remains 6-2 in favor of the OC Riptide. New pitcher into the ballgame. That is Joey Levette, the right-handed pitcher out of Garden Grove, California, and Biola University.
Number 35, Daniel Zimmerman.
Daniel Zimmerman digs in out of the University of Michigan. Zimmerman also out of Redondo Beach, California. The right-hander delivers ground ball towards the left side and foul. The third base coach trying to make the play himself, just out of reach. Zimmerman down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Right-hander delivers out the chest and misses. The 1-2 pitch drops below the knees. Count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. We'll do it again. The 2-strike pitch runs inside, too far inside, 3-2. That one's fouled back. The count is full, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 6-2 ball game in favor of the OC Riptides. Right-hander delivers. That one's fouled off the mask of the catcher. Joey Levette on the mound now for the Surf. We'll do it again. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. On the outer half, the umpire pulls the trigger for strike 3. So the first batter he faces strikes out Joey Levette. A nice start to his evening. In comes Matthew Cooper out of Clemson University. Out of Virginia Beach, Virginia. No balls and 1 strike. Pitch is low. The count is even at 1. The 1-1 pitch runs inside, drives the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Daniel Hawkins awaits on deck. As the 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed, gets away from the catcher, who's got a good way to go. Throw down to first is non-existent, as the runner was well down there.
Next up, number 17 from Sonoma State, Daniel Hawkins.
Daniel Hawkins digs in. Hawkins out of Sonoma State. He is a senior out of Apple Valley, California. Has a runner on first with 1 man out. Pitch is fouled back. We've lost a lot of baseballs today, a lot of foul balls throughout the ball game. Breaking ball drops below the knees. The count is even at 1. In the bottom half of the 7th inning, a 6-2 Riptide lead. Two and 1. Braden Sanford behind the plate has had a very busy afternoon. A lot of action back there. Been able to throw out a few runners. As the pitch is off the inner half. Fly ball towards left field. Out goes the shortstop. In comes the center fielder. The shortstop unable to make the play. The center fielder just stands there and admires. So there's a cheap hit for Daniel Hawkins out of Sonoma State.
Number 32, Thomas Degadillo.
Oh, okay.
Thomas Delgadillo out of Mission Viejo, California. Digs in, bats from the left side, throws with his right hand. Ball and no strikes. Has runners on first and second. An opportunity to extend the deficit for the Surf. A ground ball towards second for 1. And that's all they'll get. Wasn't hit all too hard. So not such an ideal opportunity for a double play. That'll bring up number 15, Jacob Dominguez. Dominguez out of Cal State Fullerton.
From Cal State Fullerton, number 15, Jacob Dominguez.
Also out of West Covina, California. Dominguez with runners on the corners and 2 men out. Pitches on the inner half for a strike. Ian Radio, what's on deck? The 0-1 pitch. Runs inside. This time it misses. The count is even at 1. The 1-1 pitch. The runner goes towards second. The throw is not made. With the runner on third base, the throw down to second is always a risk. Because once your motion towards second is in effect, the runner from third can surely take off. The 1-1 pitch. That one is in the dirt, not far enough for the runners to advance. Nice block by Braden Sanford. So now 1 base hit scores 2. The right-hander gets the sign. 2-2 is a ground ball towards the right side. The first baseman flips on over to the pitcher covering, and the inning is over. On to the top half of the 8th. Score remains 6-2 in favor of the Riptides. as Tanner Smith comes and opens up the top half of the 8th inning. A new pitcher once again for OC Riptide. That's Doug McGee, number 25, out of Orange Coast College. And right off the bat, you notice his sidearm delivery. Must be very deceptive for the hitters. As we said, out of Orange Coast College, and Orange Coast College has always done very well in baseball. Made it to the Final Four in Fresno once again this year. No balls and 2 strikes. McGee gets the sign. Delivers. Foul tip, almost caught by the catcher to record a strike. Nonetheless, the count remains at no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch on the outer half and misses. A ball and 2 strikes. 6-2 ball game in favor of the Riptides. Once again on the outer half. This time it misses as well. The count is even at 2. The 2-2 pitch on the inner half for strike 3.
Number 8, Blake Fadul.
Blake Fadul digs in. Pitches towards the left side on a hop. The shortstop throws across the diamond in time to get him by a step. Two down.
Number 25, Clifford Pratt.
That is number 25, Clifford Pratt, out to play out of Riverside, California. Also attends Orange Coast Junior College. So it looks like he's facing his teammate. One ball and 1 strike. McGee delivers off the end of the bat towards the right side. Giving chase to first baseman, and he'll make the play in foul territory. Very well. On to the bottom half of the 8th, 6-2 in favor of the Riptide. Jason Fariz comes into the ballgame for the Surf, a left-handed pitcher out of Santa Ana, California. Attends Irvine Valley Junior College. And digging in for the Riptide is Ian Rady. It'll be a lefty on righty matchup. Should favor the hitter. Six-two ballgame in favor of the Riptide. Left-hander delivers and misses outside and in the dirt. In the bottom half of the eighth inning. Not much action since the fourth. That's off the inner half towards right field. The right fielder fighting the sun, making the play, one away. The whole left side of the field is covered in shade.
Next up for OC Riptide from Georgia Southern University, number 7, Steve Curry.
Steve Curry digs in. Pitch is swung on and missed, 0-1. No balls in a strike. The 0-1 pitch runs inside. One ball and one strike. The left-hander delivers once again. A breaking ball well located at the heart of the plate. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch in the dirt. Two balls, two strikes to count. One away. The left-hander delivers. Pitch is swung on and missed off the outer half for strike 3. Curry goes down swinging.
Next up from Long Beach State, number 5, Shaq Robinson.
Shaq Robinson out of Long Beach digs in. Pitch is swung on and missed. The bottom fell out of that one. A very nice pitch for the first strike. The 0-1 pitch to Robinson on the inner half. We'll do it again as that one is fouled back. The OC Riptide will face the Academy Barons at 6 p.m. on Wednesday. The Arroyo Seco Saints at 6 p.m. on Thursday. On the outer half, called strike 3. And on to the top of the ninth we go. The OC Riptide, 3 outs away from putting a bow and starting off their season with the win, pardon me.
OC Riptide 6.
Christian Carlos digs in for the serve. Carlos out of Corona, California, attends Holy Name University. A new pitcher once again for the Riptide. We'll get you his name shortly. Zach Broomstead out of Mount Sac Junior College. Also out of Covina, California. The right-hander delivers a ground ball up the middle underneath the glove of the shortstop and into center field for a base hit. I believe the shortstop did get a glove on it.
Number 44, Austin Shaw.
So runner aboard for the serve. Pitch is on the outer half for a strike. OC Riptide 3 outs away from tying a bow on their first game of the season. Despite it being an exhibition, it definitely does boost your confidence. You want to go into league play with a winning mentality. That one's on the outer half, blocked nicely by the backstop. One ball, one strike, no men out. The right-hander delivers towards the inner half, misses. Count is at 2 balls and 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch off the inner half towards the right side and foul. Count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Riptide had that big 4-run spot in the 4th inning that allowed them to develop a 4-run lead as the pitch is on the outer half. 6-2 the score here in the top half of the 9th. But the Surf are looking to go down fighting. They have a runner aboard at first. The count is full at 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitcher on the mound delivers. Pounds the zone. Swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Number 3, Ben McConnell.
That brings up Ben McConnell out of Huntington Beach, California. Attends Irvine Valley Junior College. The right-hander swings and misses. 0-1. Ground ball towards the left side, and the bat is broken. The second broken bat of the ballgame. In the process of getting a new bat. Runner leads off for first. Reached the board on a single. No balls, 2 strikes to count. 1 man out, 6-2 in favor of the Riptide. The right-hander takes a peek towards first. Sets, delivers the pitch on the outer half and in the dirt. A ball and 2 strikes to count now. The biggest of leads over at first. As the 1-2 pitch is a fastball foul towards the right side. We've lost a lot of baseballs today. Many of the hitters laid on these fastballs, fouling them off towards the right and left sides. The 1-2 pitch is a ground ball towards short. Chandler made for two. On to second for one. On to first. Double play. And the ball game is over. The OC Riptide open up their season with a win. 6-2 the final score. And here's the final line. 6 runs on 6 hits and 1 error for the Riptide.
Zach just finished him out. Zach Riptide.
2 runs, 5 hits, 3 errors for the Surf. Well, folks, my name is Jonathan Ortiz, and we thank you for joining us for today's broadcast. Make sure to stay tuned as we will come back momentarily with a post-game interview.
Surf 2.